lastly here on the Brock Lesnar news, he's going to be on the cover of WWE 2K17. I just wanted to know, Bret, I know you've been in some video games. Do you, Blade Dallas, you guys have a personal favorite Bret Hart video game? Is there a favorite game that you've been a part of, Bret?
Well, I like the new one. I have some discrepancies with the new game a little bit, though. I went to a thing must have been last fall when the game was coming out in the 2K one, and they were telling me how that I'm like a 85 or something like that, and that Triple H is a 98.
Whoa.
I remember it was like, why would he be a 98? And they go, oh, because he's kind of like the boss, and we got to suck up to the boss. And he was laughing about it. And I go, what? And it kind of pissed me off. I thought, I don't care how many titles Triple H wins. He could never lace my fucking boots up, period.
Yay,
I'm just
shots
saying,
fired.
he's a very good, mediocre wrestler. He was never blew me away with anything that he's ever done. He's never come up with much. He's always been a very decent wrestler that could give you a good match. And but as far as being like the mind-blowing
the best there is, the best there was, the best there will be.
I never saw it. I still never seen it. I've seen him in some matches. I even remember the whole 4 to 10 thing came from his match with Lesnar, which should have been such a good match, and was a mediocre match, if that. And that's where the 4 to 10 comes from. But he's always a guy that'll give you a 5 out of 10 match every night. He's going to give you all he can give you, and that's just my opinion. There's certain guys that you put these video games out. I mean, I don't care, but I mean, I think you have to do justice to the wrestlers as they were through their careers, and there should be a bit of it should be based on reality, not things like who in the office, or Vince can make him 35-time world champion doesn't mean he's 35 times better than everyone else that ever wrestled. He's just not. And as far as the games go, it's like I think they should be honest, and like someone like Bruno Sammartino should never be a jobber on a video game, and so on and so forth. I think you got to pay respect to the champions, especially for a video game. When I think of the video game, I think I would love to have Buddy Rogers versus Ric Flair or something like that, where you can wrestle these legends against each other from different periods and stuff. But they should always represent sort of the reality of how the wrestling business. How it is and was, and then it should also include the respect that the wrestlers have for each other in the dressing room.
I'd love to see Grampy in there. I'd love to play you versus Grampy. Would be a hell of a.
I'd take my dad down so fast, I just have him a sharpshooter before you knew it.
Grampy would pick you up like a grizzly bear.
But anyway, yeah, I like the video game. I like the 2K one. I like the fact that they can take wrestlers from different, and you can even create your own wrestlers, and but you can actually have your own sort of high spots and your own sort of philosophy to your wrestling psychology to a video game is pretty special. That's a real come a long ways from the old games a long time ago. That's for sure.
You can't touch the classic games though.
Oh yeah,
the old ones are better than the new ones, I think. WCW versus NWO.
Oh, that was a hell of a game.
That was for Nintendo 64. That was one of the best wrestling games ever made.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I hear that all the time. I have the WrestleMania arcade game up the street for me, where you throw the big giant, what is it, like a pink ghost punch or whatever you throw?
Oh yeah, we have that here at the house.
Yokozuna, Doink.
Yep.
You could do blue Bret Hart versus pink Bret Hart, because I could just never decide.
That's always sort of my dream.
Have you faced yourself?
Have the two Bret Harts wrestle each other.
That'd be an ideal scenario, actually. Yeah, Bret versus Bret. Well, talking about two